Here we go.
Okay.
I don't know what it
Yay.
was like before, Yvette, but it's a nice haircut.
Oh, why, thank
Hi,
you.
Sally.
There we go.
Nice to see you,
Hi,
Sally.
Sally and Wanda.
Welcome to Wanda.
Very springy.
All
That's-
right, so I'm assuming we'll have other people joining us and people might come and go. That's really okay. I'm just gonna open the meeting and welcome everybody that is here now and everybody who joins us later. The way this is gonna work is the directors were just on a call with the company this afternoon. And we like to, on the first Monday of every month, just update you and let you know what's new. Obviously, you can go to Mary Kay in Touch and you can find out what's new, but this way you know what to look for. So we are gonna each share just some ideas and some things that are new, some things we can't share quite yet. But we're going to live stream this to the MK Girls Connect Facebook group. So if you ever miss a meeting,
Hey, Linda,
yeah,
can somebody out there go to MK Girls Connect and see if you see us? Because I don't see us.
oh, I can check. So on Facebook, the MK Girls Connect group should be live streaming us.
It's not
And-
yet.
It should be.
It says it's preparing.
Oh. Well, like I said, that takes a minute.
Yeah, it's taken longer than a minute this time.
Oh. All right, well, anyway, it should be there and it should automatically record it in that Facebook group. So if you ever want to go back and look at it again, or if somebody says, oh man, I can't believe I missed that, you can send them there and they can see the recording of the live unit Zoom. So on the first of the month, we're going to have all of us joining you and updating you. And on the third Monday of the month, it'll be my unit and Chris's unit and anybody else's unit member who would like to join us. So tonight we're going to have Pat Rinalda. Pat, wave your hand so everybody knows who you are.
Hi. I'm
Now,
that little
she's
one
going
up
to
in
share
the
with
upper
us
left
about the
there.
clinical solutions, and Dale Memoir. Dale, wave your hand in case somebody doesn't know who you are.
Hi.
And then I have some recognition for my unit and Chris has some recognition for her unit. And when we get to that part, if Pat and Dale, they might pop out. I mean, it just doesn't really matter how it goes, but we're glad that you guys are here. We're glad that Pat and Dale are here with us. So just you ladies, just stay as long as you can. And I'm assuming other people will be jumping in and other people will hopefully be watching live on Facebook, MK Girls Connection. So Pat, why don't you get us started?
Well, hello. I hope everybody enjoyed the sunshine. Wasn't it a gorgeous day? And it's going to be a gorgeous week. So guys, I am super excited about the clinical solutions. How many of you are, okay, how many of you have ordered it first? Put your hand up. Okay, how many have started using it? How many have some customers using it? Okay, do you, before I'm going to kind of go over it, but I just wondered if you have any particular questions yourself, concerns, or questions that your customers might have. Have any of your customers reached out to you with a question or a concern as of yet? And they are probably on week 1 or 2, correct? Well, I guess they could almost be to the 4th week, couldn't they? Right? Hello?
Yeah.
Because they could all order
I don't
by the end
know.
of January.
Depends when they get it.
Okay, so do any of you as consultants have questions about the product?
The only questions that I have had is the how do we put it on as far as what order? And that obviously now we put the eye cream on, where before we did that at the end, like our normal
Right.
nighttime routine, and now you put it on earlier. That was really the only question that had come up
Okay,
with my group.
so so who has, again, raise your hand if you've got some customers other than yourself using it. Okay, so not so many yet. I guess what I would encourage you to do with that, and I tried to get like a handful of my customers on it at the same week, so they're, I can easily track them. I am communicating with them weekly via email, just to make sure that they're doing okay with the product and that they have any questions. Now, that's a twofold reason there. Number one, I want them using it properly. And number two, I want them using it. Because, if you don't schedule this, nobody's probably as excited about this product other than you and me. I think they know about retinol, but do they know the benefit of it if they use it and use it properly? And honestly, my concern for these people is that they won't see the results that they want to see. So I think in your speaking to them, make sure they understand that the length of the process is super important. And the patience with which you're working through it is as important. And that before picture, I think, is key to them seeing that improvement. And I would say for us directors, didn't we feel that way through the retinization process that, I don't know, even at week 6, I wasn't even thinking, what is this doing? I didn't really personally have any peeling. The only thing that I could tell was going on is it says don't do it on your throat and your neck. I tried that. It was not the best idea because I wouldn't say it burned, but I got red. And I think, Dale, you had the same thing?
I did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, when I'm looking and reading about retinol and retinoids outside of our Mary Kay product line, they do talk about using it on because really, we care about this too. So now that I'm done vacationing for a little bit, I think I'm going to use 1 squirt of retinol to 2 to 3 squirts of milk.
Hey, Pat,
And dilute it more for this area so I can start working on this. So there's some thoughts for you on that. So
Hey, Pat.
I'm just going to go through, yeah.
I've been doing it. And I did, when I did one of the classes on Mary Kay, and it said, you'll never do the retinol alone on your throat.
Okay.
Always going to be with extra milk, and that if you start getting irritated, don't do it as often. So what I've been doing is doing like twice a week, and then a lot of milk. And I also did the nourishing oil.
Okay.
I got rid of, because I was looking like a 80-year-old woman on my neck.
Yeah. Well, I'm close to that age, so I'm going to start doing that too. I'm just kidding. I'm not that old.
So lots and lots of milk.
Okay. Okay. So let me just go through some facts. And actually,
I have a question. Do you want me to wait?
what's that?
I
No, go
actually,
ahead. You have a question?
okay. If I have a customer who's never, ever done any skincare, like if I get a new customer and
Sure.
she's never on a skincare regimen and she wants to try this and say we decide she does Voluferm, is it okay to start both of those at the same time and having never done skincare before? I mean, obviously, other than soap and water.
That is a really great question. And honestly, to answer that, I would probably have her on the repair for 2 weeks before I'd start the clinical solutions.
Okay.
Just because if you put her on too many things at one time, and to me, the clinical solutions is going to be the one that's could be the issue. And you want her on Voluferm first. So
Right.
I would, tell her that, and then in 2 weeks, sell her the clinical solution, just get her skin kind of used to it. But Missy, to me, that brings up a really great question, because when I have been marketing this to my customers, and I think I've got 40 years worth of customers, and we all know that you've got customers that are great skincare users. I mean, they are loyal and they buy, because we were taught way back when that we had to sell the product as a set. Well, for probably 25 years, I sold this product as a set. So I have some really great customers that are used to that. So they've been these wonderful set users throughout my entire career. But then we have those that hodgepodge, a cleanser and a moisturizer, sometimes a moisturizer once a year. You know, they're just not great customers. And they get a little excited about a product like this. And I'm excited, they're excited about it, but I am being very cautious in how I predict their results. Well, I can't predict their results anyway, but you know what I'm saying?
Right.
The miracle of the clinical solution is going to be better performed when they're using a skincare program. That just makes sense because your skin, with our skincare program, our skin is as great as it can be. And we all know that. That's why we love this product. So I am being, and I'm using my words very carefully with them because I don't want them not to purchase the clinical solutions, but I will have almost a disclaimer in when I'm talking to them saying, it may take longer for you to see the results that you want to see. So instead of 8-week retinization and seeing a difference, it might be 10, 12, 15, 20 weeks. So you really want to teach them the process of this and that the results, I've had other people think that they use it for 8 weeks and they're done. No. It just keeps getting better and better and better. So did that answer your question, Missy?
Yes, because my mother is getting the white spots my grandmother had in her later years. And my mother is young. She's not young, but she started smoking with Jesus and she doesn't like it. And I'm like, you've got to do something. Do you want me to help you? And she reluctantly said yes, but I don't want to run both at the same time.
Right.
Or I didn't think I did. And this is a great opportunity to find thought or anyone thought. Yeah.
So did that bring up any other questions from anybody else before I go into just some facts again? I will tell, and I'm going to tell you this because I've not had this conversation with a consultant. And I just, again, I mean, I've not had this conversation with the gal that emailed me today. I think it's so important for them to use the product right. In an email that I got from a consultant, and she said her face burned and it burned around her eyes. Well, by asking enough questions, I realized she wasn't following any of the directions. So just keep in mind that I think you can't, even if you've got team members that have purchased it, stay in touch with them because you want them to love this, because you want them on it 5 years from now and all of that. And then I'll give you an idea for how to maybe get referrals. So anyway, let's just go over some of the great things about clinical solutions, and then you can get on with your meeting. First of all, you are the key. You as the consultant are key to who else purchased this product, because it's like anything else. I mean, you can't sell a recipe that you have never made. If you know something's delicious, you're going to talk about it because it's delicious. Same thing as this clinical solutions. If you're on it and you're seeing the results and you know the process and what your skin how your skin reacted, you will find yourself talking about it when you don't even know you're talking about it, which then means you're selling the product. So you are key to all of this. And here's just some, I think, power statements or words that you can write down and use when you're kind of talking about clinical solutions. Anti-aging ingredients come and go, but retinoids and retinol have been major players in the anti-aging industry for decades. And now we have one of these retinols. What is the difference? Retinoids, retinols are multitask products. A retinol, which we have, is an over-the-counter product. A retinoid is a prescription product. Okay. And what both of them do, depending on their strength, is they go to the dermal layer, and that's where it's doing its work. So it's attacking your aging process before it even surfaces. And that's why I know Chris actually had things that were surfacing and then sloughing off, because it's bringing some of those age spots and some of those things out before you even knew they were there. So that's why it's so great. Things that you want to make sure you're using, and any of your friends or customers that are using this, is that skincare, or excuse me, sunscreen is just a must. It is a must when you're using this. And actually, going back to our sets, our skincare sets, if I, for example, if they buy a Miracle set without the sunscreen, now to me, I think that's kind of a waste, because the sunscreen in the day cream is what makes that whole set magnificent. Now, if they're allergic to it or somehow blah, 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 but I do tell them, please be wearing a foundation with sunscreen in it, or something that's going to give you that sun protection. But particularly important when you're using this Clinical Solutions is that you use a sunscreen every single day. And I would bring it, all the way down your throat area too. Again, in doing some research on this, and I'm trying to work with some of my younger customers, and my daughters-in-law are a perfect example of this, because they're all in their 30s. That is such a great time for them to start using Clinical Solutions. Do I wish we had this when I was 30? Oh man, yes, I do. But we didn't. So at my age and stage, this is going to get my skin to the absolute best it can be, but I'll never be 50. I think if you get this on in your 30s, you might look 30 for the rest of your life. Now, I wouldn't put that down and guarantee it, but to me, that's pretty good sales on, don't you think?
Yeah.
I won't know because I'm not 30, but if you've got 30-year-old customers or daughters-in-law, you get them on this product. Okay, now, you all know what you can't use before. I'm not going to go into all of that. But again, in talking to a couple people who have just started this, they didn't let their face dry long enough. Now, I'm not waiting 15 minutes anymore, but I'm certainly waiting until my face is dry. And then if I think it's dry, I'll still use my little facial fan and make sure I'm dry. And then I'll use my eye cream, and then, put my retinol on. So I would just say, follow the directions. I would say what I did not do is use the calming milk enough. Does anybody want to talk about that amazing calming milk?
Love it.
It is magnificent.
It is.
So I actually keep some in my car now because it is so moisturizing. And to me, it's almost like using our revitalizing spray that we had, or our finishing spray. It gives your face such a beautiful finish, even over your makeup.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid. Get some of those. And that's some samples that we do have. Whoever talked about samples, the little calming milk you can get on section 2. Put one in every pocket and every person in your car, because it's almost like a little mini facelift by just putting that on, especially in the winter. I think it's magnificent. So do that. Let's see. Anybody else have questions of what I've talked about? I'm just going to give you, for me, what I have seen as a 67-year-old person is I had, because you all know your skin is like nice and tight like this when you're young. And the older we get, the looser that skin gets, and that's what causes it to sag. Well, I was starting to see that happening like right here. And I watched my sister, who's 3 years older than me, because I know that's coming for me. And I had this going on like right here. And again, because I took before and after pictures, that's gone. That's totally gone. That's firmed up. So that right there, that made a huge difference. This is less prominent. This is less prominent. I don't have a whole lot of forehead lines other than my dad's wonderful line there. And if that takes that away, I will go scream it from the mountaintops. But it's mainly here, and then the age spots. And just the feel of my skin is amazing. But the most magnificent thing was the sagging is firmed up. So watch and look at your before and after pictures. Now, I'm going to give you one idea and then I'm going to buzz out of here so you can get to your meeting. I would do some sort of a referral program with this, that market this real heavily for between now. I mean, give yourself 4 weeks to just market the heck out of this Clinical Solutions. And in that marketing piece to your customers, friends, relatives, whoever, say something like this. Maybe if they refer 2 people to you, and they don't have to, I mean, they're not customers of yours. If they refer 2 people to you who purchase the Clinical Solutions, they'll get their next set or their first set, whatever the case may be, at 25% off. If they refer 5 people to you, they'll get, and you can give the percentage, give them half off, or, I mean, you come up with a percentage, but try to get a referral program going that you can, you know, build this deep and wide, get more customers on this product. Because you know, if you get in front of them to talk Clinical Solutions, you'll likely sell them a skincare set too. So challenge yourself to sell, it's March 1. Challenge yourself to sell 10 of them this month.
Mhm,
That's a $600 order.
mhm,
Oh my,
mhm.
oh me, oh my. That's so brilliant. Okay, any questions before I leave?
Thank you, Pat.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I
Bye.
do have one thought, Pat. The person that I sold it
Yes.
to, I carefully said you have to follow the timeline and the directions. And when you're following up once a week, what are you saying? Just how's your skin, or have you started, or
Yeah, I just say, okay, now I'm not remembering the night. So what night again? Remind me which night you put it on. And are you finding, because see, different people, if they're on a retinol, they could retinize faster.
oh, yeah.
And if they had no feeling of burning or any sensation like that, I say, well, you know, you may find that you're going to move through the retinization process earlier. I have found they try to say everything's going fine. And then I'll ask maybe a more specific question, like what night are you putting it on? And are you finding you want to use more of the milk because your skin feels extra dry? When you're putting the product on, are you finding that it stings and burns at all? Just ask as many questions
Okay.
as you can, and you'll get to the truth if they're using it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
You're welcome. It was my pleasure. Thank
Expertise
you
is
for
always
asking.
so appreciated.
Mhm. Okay, have fun, guys. Have a great
Yeah.
week.
I love your excitement.
You love
Okay.
Great
what?
example.
I didn't, I mean, 2 people were talking.
I said, Pat, I love your example. Thank you.
Oh,
Your excitement and everything you bring with it is very appreciated.
thank you. You keep going, girl.
Well,
Bye.
Bye, Pat. Okay, next is Dale, and Dale is going to share some of the details of what we learned this afternoon from Mary Kay Cosmetics corporate. So Dale, I'm not gonna go into it. I'm just gonna let you take it away.
Something Pat too said, just even being on this product, you can talk about it. And I think that's what even someone said on our company call. It's like any new consultant, and I don't know if you guys are new or if you are old, but you should be on all this line. So you're just sharing, just like Pat was saying, you're sharing this recipe that I just love. So I'm sharing our shea bath in our shower because I just love the smell is great. It makes your skin so smooth, you know? So if you're not using it, how can you share? So go to every place in your house and figure out where am I not, or every place on your body, where am I not using Mary Kay? And you need to use it so that you can just go and share with excitement. That's what it is. So anyway, if you in touch, always on in March, or sorry, the first of the month, In Touch does change with some great new stuff. And there's a few new things that when you go on Touch, you can see. But one is, hopefully if you're on some Facebook group page, you're going to want to get on this one, and it's called My Mary Kay Facebook group. And this is where the company does live events. And what they are going to do is live events every Wednesday at noon our time for the month of March. So March 3, March 10, March 17, and March 14. They are going to do some recognition, but then they're also going to recognize people that are on there and they're just posting, and they're going to have giveaways. So you know what? It can be you. So as you are planning your month of March, why don't you plan those times in and go join that Facebook group? Another really cool date that we just got is Rockin' Red Rally. And what this is, if anybody knows about Career Conference, this is basically Career Conference, but it will be online. And this is April 22 through 24. And there'll be a general assembly. So many of you did go to probably seminar. This is, I'm going to call it like a mini seminar. General assembly will be Friday night and Saturday afternoon. And then Saturday morning will be classes targeted to your level, whether you're a consultant, senior consultant, red jacket, and on up. So very excited, very excited. And I think the company is just really excited too of how they can bring more people on a virtual event and, you know, really spread their wings. I know many of you got excited about how seminar really boosted your business. I know it says a lot of red, and I just think the company is definitely focusing on red, because I just think red is giving our opportunity away to others. That's what we do. We just want to share. You know, red jacket is 3 people, but you know, red is just let's give our opportunity away, and more people benefit. Let me just leave you with a fabulous quote from Mary Kay. It says, never give up, because you never know if the next try is going to be the one that works. And we can all raise our hand saying, absolutely. I always say, how many no's did you get? You know, get 100 no's and you'll be further ahead than where you are today. So anyway, thanks,
So true.
guys.
So
And
true.
Thanks, Dale.
Chrissy.
Thank you, Dale. Really appreciate that. Anybody have questions for Dale?
And a lot of this detailed stuff, if you want to know more details, is definitely right on In Touch, that first page right there. You can click on it.
Get yourself signed up. You do have to register for Rockin' Red. What's it called? Rockin' in Red or Rockin'?
Rockin' Red Rally.
Rockin' Red Rally.
Rockin' Red Rally, sorry.
By
I just
April
want to call
7th.
it Career
Yes.
Conference, but
Exactly.
you do have to register. And I think, Dale, tell me if I'm right, I think you could start registering March 17th, and the last day to register and be recognized is April 7th.
April 7th, I know is the last day. I don't know when we start. Sorry.
March
but I do
I
know.
think you can register after April 7th, but if you want to be recognized,
Oh, okay.
they
Right.
have to have your
Yep.
registration by April 7th. So that's, to me, that's your deadline.
Mhm.
Yeah, it does say March 17th is the first date to
Okay.
register. Yep.
So I think it's $20, is it?
Yes.
Is that
Yes.
correct?
Yep.
That you pay
That's-
to
I mean-
be a part of the Rockin' Red Rally. And you
Right.
do want to be as much hooked up with that event as possible. They're gonna do more than a day and a half. They usually, Career Conference is usually people traveling from all over the place and finding places to stay, and because that's not the case, I think it's going to be more than a day and a half. I think they really have a lot of classes, a lot of breakout sessions for the different career levels. It's going to be amazing. Well, Career Conference is always amazing. And yeah, you know what? Being in person would be preferable, frankly, but we need to make the most of this opportunity. So be prepared to just hook right on there and register. If you're looking at your calendar and you're going, well, I'm not really sure what I'm doing that weekend, it doesn't matter. Register. It's $20. Do as much as you can. And wherever you are, you can link in. So make it a priority. All right, so I am going to move into some recognition. And first of all, I would like to know who earned their jewelry in March. That means you did a 600 wholesale or more in March.
February?
I'm
February.
sorry, in
You're right.
February. Oops.
Uh-huh.
Somebody might have earned their jewelry in March if they placed a
Was-
600 today.
Right.
No, I'm sorry, I'm talking about February. Who earned their jewelry in February? Yeah.
Good job.
Yay. Okay, so proud of you guys. So here's what I have in my unit. Also, I know that Sherry from Dale's unit did a 600 in February. So she got her jewelry. So congratulations to all of our jewelry winners. Now, March is the last month for the consistency piece of jewelry. So they're doing one piece of jewelry every month, but then they're also doing a quarterly piece of jewelry. So if you get your jewelry for December, January, and February, or no, is it January, February, and March? That's one quarter. You're going to get an extra piece of jewelry at the end of March for completing the consistency. So if you got your jewelry in January and February, you sure don't want to miss March. So be sure you make it a priority. And then they will start the consistency again next month. So March's jewelry is earrings to match the necklace that we got in February.
Cool.
And the consistency jewelry is different earrings that match the consistency necklace that we got in December. Just FYI. So put it up there, find it online, print out a picture, put it on your mirror so that in the morning when you're thinking, oh, I wonder what today's going to be like, you're going to go, oh yeah, let me do something toward this goal. Just some calls or some contacts or something. I would like to congratulate my unit members who are on target for their stars. And I don't have statistics for everybody's unit, but I have mine. And on target, well, I know that Mary Jo is already a diamond star, and Mary Jo, it cut off. It doesn't tell me how much you have to go to the next level. You might already be at the next level. It just cut it off at diamond. So congratulations, Mary Jo.
Thank you.
Hey, Mary
Alrighty,
Jo.
because she
Good
is,
job.
this is quarterly now. This is a January, February, well, it goes to March 15th. And that's why I wanted to spotlight the Star Consultant Program, because you've got 2 weeks.
Mhm.
2 weeks to finish, where you decide where you want to be in 2 weeks. Also, Sheila Camp is $8.50 away from being a Sapphire Star. So
I will let her know.
you want to make sure she knows so that she doesn't miss that in the next 2 weeks. Let's see, Missy, you have 1,131 to finish your Sapphire in 2 weeks. So
Yep.
that's a so doable goal. And Stephanie is about the same, 1,189. You can tell her. You guys
Okay.
can work together on that. Make
Yes.
yourself a goal sheet. And Lisa Russo, who just placed her first order and will be probably watching this later, she is 1,195 from her Sapphire Star. And then she has 2 weeks to get that. Yvette, you've got 1,221 to go. And Wanda has 1,233 to go. So I don't have statistics for the other unit members, but you know you can look this up, right?
Yes.
Anybody who's watching can look this up.
Mhm.
So that is your goal for the next 2 weeks, is to get those stars finished where you want them to be. And even if you're Mary Jo and you're already at diamond, what do you have left to get to pearl? You've got 2 weeks. What can you do? What prize do you want to shoot for? Make it your business. I did want to congratulate Mary Jo. In January, she got her 13% check. Was that the first 13% check?
Yes.
So congratulations
Yes.
in January.
Thank you.
And did you ever figure out if February got to 13%? It didn't show that to me, but did it change later?
No, it did not. So
No,
it's
okay.
still
So
showing 9%.
January got her a 13% commission check, and that check, if you don't mind me telling, was $347.98. So
Awesome.
that's what she got paid, because her unit members added up their unit production to over 2,000. Her wholesale team production, so that's her and all of her recruits, placed orders that equal 2,676.75. And that's what put her into the 13% category. And that's what got her a $300 and almost $50 bonus check. So this is available to all of you. I would just like to say, if you're not in your red jacket, go there. Go there now. Don't stop going there until you've gotten there, and then keep going there, because the more team members you have, the more your income increases. And I would like to suggest that our career conference, or our Rock and Red Rally, is going to be focused very much on the red jackets. There will be special classes, there will be special information, breakout groups for the red jackets, and you want to be in your red jacket by the time you register for career conference. So the last day to register and get recognized is April 7th. So you've got till April 7th to go to career conference as a red jacket. And I just really recommend you look at your numbers, look at who's active, look at who's not active, get them excited about the clinical solutions if they need to place an order. Do your job, just talk to your people and talk to your customers, and go to career conference. I mean, red jacket rally as a red jacket. Don't go without your red jacket. All right, one last piece of paper I have in front of me, and that is, what is this? Oh, team tracking. Melissa, I've got you on here with one team member. I've got Mary Jo, you have 13 team members and 10 are active, just FYI. So that's all the recognition I have for, am I missing anything as far as recognizing? Somebody do something I haven't applauded? Anybody? No?
No.
Okay, so if you wonder about your stats, you have them all on InTouch. If you can't find them, your director will help you find them. So I would just like to congratulate each of you for being on this call. This is amazing that you're here. We have to connect. It's just so beneficial for us to connect. And my unit members and Chris's unit members will be meeting again on the third Monday of the month, the first and the third always at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So be prepared for that. Put it on your calendar. And Chris, I think I'm going to leave it with you and you can finish us up.
All right.
Oh, Chris,
Wow.
I forgot to talk about the customer drawing. Can you do both customer and consultant drawing?
Sure.
Okay.
All right, here we go. And I'm going to do some quick recognition on, and I don't know why I put it to speaker view and you're the one still there, Linda. So
Oh, let me,
you have to mute yourself or something?
there, does that help?
Nope.
I see you big, Chris. Just
Do you?
because you don't see
Okay.
you big doesn't mean everybody else doesn't see you big. You're big
All right.
on Facebook.
I'm big on That's what I want to be. It's so important to me. Not. Okay, so I'm going to do some quick recognition. Christina Thompson is on the call. And hopefully you all get to meet her sometime. She is a new consultant and she is also Great Start qualified and she came in February. So yay, Christina.
Yay, Christina.
And she also, of course, was a jewelry winner too, her first piece of jewelry. And so that's exciting too. And then I want to recognize she's obviously on Target Star too, which ends March 15th. And then I have Vicki Schaefer is a Ruby Star. So yay, Vicki. Nancy MacArthur and myself and Brenda Aker are all close. So we have, you have up until March 15th. And Pat shared some great ideas as to how you can get that done by March 15th too. And like Linda said, at any time, if you go on Mary Kay in Touch and even go to your own at a glance page, you can see where you are and how far away. And when you place an order, it always tells you you're X away from your whatever the star level is. So that's exciting. And let's see. So we're going to go right into, let's see, am I missing any recognition? I don't think I am. But if I am, let me know. So we're going to talk about the Expressions group. We have a group called Expressions, and that is where you as a consultant and your customers can come on and work your business, learn about the products. You can do a variety of things with that. But what we are doing for the month of March, and you're going to want to make sure you look at the Expressions group, because we have posted, and I'm going to flip to the group right now so I can talk more intelligently. We have a contest for your customers, but we also have one for you too. So if you haven't been out there yet, make sure as soon as we get off this call, you go out to that group and see the information. So your customers can get entered into the drawing for a roll-up bag, and it's an empty roll-up bag. And how they get entered is, first of all they need to do is come on to the Expressions Facebook Live, which is Tuesdays and Thursdays, and they can get an entry for that. Now, the thing is it is your job as a consultant to keep track of everything. Linda and I aren't going to keep track for you. So you're going to want to have their name, and they also get entered for every $50 they purchase during the entire month, and for every 3 people that they invite. Okay, so basically that's a party. And then you'll just want to keep track of that. It needs to be 10. Oh, I won't tell that part yet. Then I'll tell your part in just a second. So am I missing anything on that, Linda?
No, it's just, if you haven't been in there, it's just, we are just demonstrating products. Those of us who want to be on camera, demonstrate the products, you can be one of those people if you'd like to. And you invite your guests to come, they see the products, they see how they work, and they hopefully go to your website and purchase them from you. That's the whole point, is you being able to hold appointments with your customers. And so they need to be in this group in order to be watching. And we are trying to get our group is now 420 members strong. We're trying to get our group up to 500 by the end of March. So we want you to invite all of your friends and all of your family to be in the Expressions group. Once they're in the group, they're going to see all the announcements. We're going online tonight at 7 o'clock. Bring your favorite beverage, those types of announcements. Then they will just see them. And then you can just remind them when you're going online. And every time they come to the group, they get entered into the drawing for the roll-up bag.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And this week, Tuesday, tomorrow, 7 p.m., we're calling it Irish Eyes Are Smiling. Of course, we will be doing something with eyes. And there's always marketing.
And I look for us.
Yeah. And there's always marketing. There's a game. There's other things that we'll be doing too. And that's our mini session. So it's only about 30 minutes on Tuesdays. And then Thursday is going to be Masking Madness. And that one is longer. It's always focused on skincare of some kind. And that one starts at 7 p.m. And then make sure you go to your phone and look for the little Irish clip art pic collage. And that is something that you can share as a text, post, whatever you're wanting to do with it, with your customers. If you have another VIP group or a business page, you can share that on that. So that's going on for your customers all month long. And then for you as a consultant, there is a contest out there too for you, where when you have 10, that wouldn't be on this page. So you would have this listed probably on your unit group. Linda probably posted it on the unit group.
Mine's
in the Riley's Rockets group.
In the ending unit buzz, you can see it.
Yep. And it's basically all you need to do is have 10 people, 10 different guests on the Expressions group this month. And then you win. Everybody wins. It's not a drawing. So every consultant that does it gets a travel roll-up bag empty. Well, it's not really going to be empty. It's going to be full of section 2 items for you guys.
Yeah.
So 10 guests. And then you need to keep track of that too. They need to be 10 different people over the age of 18. And all you need to do is keep track. Who are they? And it's always good, maybe keep track of what they do. Their sales, of course, you're going to need that for their entries.
What date you were watching.
What date, and did they host a party? Did they invite friends? Just kind of keep a little diary on each of your customers, because the people if you find people are coming on really regularly, that might be a great person to talk to about the Mary Kay opportunity too, which they're going to hear every time they come on, something about that. So those are the two things we have, fun things going on for March. And let's see, what else do I have on my list here? The next thing is, I don't know, for those of you who's been on Mary Kay in Touch today already and seen some of the new things that Mary Kay's posted. All right, excellent, excellent. So right now you can order, and this is actually not supposed to be coming out until summer, and the company's releasing it early. It's Mary Kay limited edition lip kit, and it is 28 each, and it includes a lip liner and a lipstick. These are limited edition, and the one, they're literally called the nude, N-U-D-E set, or a pink set. And it's 28 retail. So basically what you're saving, if they bought a lipstick and a lip liner separate, they're saving $2. That's basically what it ends up being. But these are colors and products that, what I'm understanding is, we do not currently have in our regular line, because they're just called nude and pink. So you can order those starting tomorrow, and you can of course start telling your customers about them now. So they're 28 each. And this morning when we were on, or this afternoon when we were on with Mary Kay, they had challenged us to have each of our consultants sell 10 lip kits this month. So they challenged each of us to tell you guys then to each sell 10 of the lip kits. And these are these lip kits, not ones that you might already have, but these specific lip kits. There's going to be out of Mary Kay in Touch too. There is digital assets. Under digital assets, you can get clip art and get pictures and things like that to share too. And I have one, and I don't know if you grabbed it yet or not, Linda. There's one out on my Riley's Rockets group if you want to share it with your group. What's that? I can't hear you, Linda.
You have one of those.
A clip art with the lip kits on it that they can share with their customers.
Oh,
So I could share it out there, I guess, on Expressions too. I don't know why I couldn't, right? So I'll do that too. So 10 lip kits. And then what we are going to do is Linda and I, any consultant who sells at least 10 at the end of the month, we're going to do a drawing for $50 in free Mary Kay product of your choice. So it's product that you can choose off our inventory shelves, and it's worth 50 retail. So anybody who sells 10, you get an additional 50 retail from us. So can you get excited a little bit about all this? What do you guys think? Lots of ways to win in addition to what you can get from Mary Kay. So, and then with Pat telling you about the selling 10 clinical solutions, if you just focused on lip kits and clinical solutions this month, I mean, you have everything done.
yeah.
So that is, let's see, is there anything else?
There is something else that I forgot.
Okay.
And that is that I gave a challenge at mid-February to have 8 new bookings by March 1st. Did anybody complete that challenge? Anybody? Last time people did 5. I moved it up to 8. Did you? You got 4, Missy? Hooray.
That's good.
Okay. Oh, that's wonderful. So you've been working it. Love to see it. Love to see it. Okay, so the other thing is now you're going to get another challenge. Now you've been challenged to sell 10 lip kits. You've been challenged to have 10 guests on our Expressions work. To me, that's our work platform.
Yeah.
That's where we work. That's where we connect with our customers and sell products. Okay. So 10 guests there, 10 lip kits. But I also want to suggest that, oh, I forgot what I was going to suggest. Oh gosh. I had something else I wanted you to do that was so obvious. Because it's the new, be a star, obviously.
Yes.
March 15th. But by the end of the month, what I wanted you to do by the 15th is to complete your star, is to have halfway, we'll find out halfway where you are for guests on the Expressions group and for lip kits sold. We will be checking on your progress on that on the 15th. So I would like to challenge you to, because you're going to be so busy having people in the Expressions group and selling the lip kits, I would like to say that by the 15th, you will have 4 more new appointments booked, because obviously, if you're connecting with your customers, you're going to automatically say, let's have an appointment, however that happens to be,
Mhm.
right? So on March 15th, I'm writing down that your challenge is 4 new bookings. Writing it down. 4 new bookings by March 15th. It should just automatically flow with your other activities of selling the clinical solutions and the lift kits.
Mhm.
So just don't forget to work full circle and book the appointments while you're in contact with these people. And that's what I had forgotten, Chris. So go ahead and finish then.
All right. The only thing I'm gonna end with, one of the things is we got as a gift, I don't remember when, is this Words of Wisdom calendar from Mary Kay that I just keep flipping year to year. I think we've had it for years. And on March 1st, this is what she says. The dream I have for you soars on silver wings. You must embrace your dream with all your might and work at it every single day with love-filled intensity. So that is from our founder, Mary Kay Ash.
Beautiful.
So hopefully we will see you all tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
At 7 o'clock.
Tomorrow in the expressions group. And when Chris says 7 p.m., that's 6 p.m. Central Time.
Yes.
So, you know, I try to always put the 2 times in and start now using the invitation Chris created with the cute little shamrocks on it. That's an invitation for you to copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste to all of your friends, to all of your customers, get them on the expressions group, okay?
And yeah, and
We'll move it up
really,
to 500 by the end of the month. It's gonna be
yeah,
great.
free roll-up bag for them, and you guys are gonna win.
We are offering them a free roll-up bag, so let them know, okay? Thank you so much for joining us.
All right, I am going to end our recording, and see, I gotta
And
end.
Janet, I forgot to say hi to you because you came in late, but I'm glad you're here.
Okay. I got a lot of buttons to press.
Yeah. Well, you can stop.
Bye, ladies.
Bye, everyone.